Okay, so the first thing we talked about was one of the first things was rolling through the feet and keeping your feet on the inside half of the foot. From the inside to like the third toe. So big toe is touching the floor when I roll my feet. And I roll more diagonal back versus straight back. That actually gives me more stretch and distance versus I'll do it from this side. So if I did straight foot, straight roll back, I stop there. If I roll with the toes out, I stop. I can go a lot farther before I actually fall into the next step. So stay in it. So you don't ever let your pinky toe feel like it got to the floor. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so then we've talked about the starter step and creating momentum. So on Corinne's side, I wanted her to kind of keep her left side back, her left foot back, toes turned out. Sit basically diagonal in that hip. That actually goes back, but to the side. That actually fills up the connection. So now, when I did my starter step, I closed face to her on 2. 1 and do hello. And now I'm going to drive forward. 3 and 4. And notice I've kept my hips pulled back. And I'm going to not try not to bend over. I'll try to push my hips, but keep my ribs moving ahead. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 and a stretch again. 1, 2. I move with her to 4 to give her energy to back up. I can also check my 5 forward. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hey, keep going. I'll change my mind. So you kind of get an idea on that. Also talked about the timing. Using the and versus the . The and is where your balance is perfect. CPB, center point of balance, is always going to be on and. I'll walk, so it's something you practice as well. Just when you walk around the house, you can do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. At the and, I should have great balance over that foot. So the balance goes between the back of the ball and the front of the heel. That's where your center is. So you got that. The side catch has a lot to do with the timing. And I went over this in class yesterday on the underarm pass. 1, 2, swivel. 3 and 4. 5 and 6 versus 1, 2. Going forward on 2, we don't want to do that too much. So I'm only going to go forward until 3. I'm doing this 1 and 2 and 3 and I can catch her really easy. The same thing for Corinne. To do this, she's got to develop 3 fully before she even thinks about that crossover step. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay.
And then the connection with the engaging.
Yes. So we talked about giving too much arm or giving up your shoulder. So the idea is I keep thinking about my hands stay about an imaginary table height, about hip level or belt level, waist height. I push my arms forward, and when my arms stop, I feel tension or tone up here in my pec minor muscles right in here. I feel that's what stops the arm as long as I keep the hands at that level. When I bring those arms up, I don't feel that stop there at all. So I want to make sure that I can feel it in my body where that tension resides. That's where the stretch and everything is emanating from. There. From here. So I'm moving away, I tone it. It's like doing almost a push-up off of it. All right, so you can feel that on both of you. What else?
Sending your butt back.
Yes, so sending your hips, your hip weight, all the drive that I have after pushing the floor from one foot, using my calf and my quad of the other foot to push back and receive the weight. So these 2 muscles, the top and the lower muscles of the leg, are in opposition to each other. So they're tight at the top, tight in the calf. I push back, and energy goes into the floor and back to the hip. If I don't feel it reach the hip again, I didn't finish the step. The weight has to drive down and out. So you kind of get an idea of that. All right?
Yep, that's it.